Ciao, hello there, my name is Chillainous. Welcome back to another career mode video in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. We've finally done enough. We've got our PPL, we've done our first flight, and now we can finally start exploring the area around Sunshine Coast. We're no longer locked to Maroochydore, we can start moving around everywhere. I feel like I kind of want to check out around the cities, so this flight here from Redcliffe to Bald Hills in Brisbane's northern suburbs looks like a good time. I guess we'll jump into that. Oh my. We are in a 172 Gauges edition. That's going to be interesting. I don't usually fly this one. We will request boarding.
Ready for boarding, Kate.
Well noted.
Hello everyone, welcome on board. Please fasten your seatbelts. I hope all my pins and everything are working today. I've tried to turn them on. If they're not on, there will be some edits as I get that sorted. Alright, let's get the magnetos on. Get the propeller started.
Looks like a perfect day for flying, Captain.
It does look very good.
Hey, Captain, meet Karen. She's keen on discovering the sights around Bald Hills. She's one of our friends, so I'm counting on you to treat her well and show her around. By the way, she's got her mom with her. If the seatbelts are fastened, you're ready for takeoff.
Seatbelts fastened, everything looks good.
Yankee Romeo Echo
Oh look,
Delta
we have a hold
traffic.
short pin.
Cessna
Hell
Victor
yeah.
Hotel Zulu Tango Tango is taxiing to runway 25. Yankee Romeo Echo Delta traffic.
Awesome. Give it full throttle.
This is where my mom and dad have lived like forever, so it's kind of special for us today. I'm Karen, by the way.
Hi Karen.
Hi! I'm Alexandra, Karen's stepmother. I can't believe we'll be up there in a few minutes. Can't wait.
Clear prop. I'm moving. Clear prop. Okay, these guys obviously have grown tired of living. We will set flaps 1.
Yankee Romeo Echo Delta traffic. Cessna Victor Hotel Zulu Tango Tango. Taking off runway 25. Soft departure. Yankee Romeo Echo Delta traffic.
Alright.
Special flight for me.
Strobe lights on.
excited, but
Landing
also
lights
kinda anxious.
on. Taxi
Hope
lights
that's
off.
normal.
Runway 25. Full throttle. Five knots. Rotate.
Hey, this is something else.
Flying out of Redcliffe here. We're pretty close to Brisbane Airport at the moment. Not very far away at all. Make our turn towards Bald Hills. Got a little bit of a flight here today. It's Brisbane City right ahead of us. Unfortunately, we're not getting anywhere close today.
No fear for heights at all. I feel super safe, like we're in our own little bubble.
It's good to hear that they are feeling safe. Let's just take out some of those revs because, again, I keep climbing and I'd rather have manual control over that. So today's tests, we are running a better video bitrate. We're running SkyDolly, which is a replay program. And it's going to be our first flight.
I wanted to wave to him.
Why? Why would you want to wave to a bird? That's stupid. And yeah, this should be our last flight before we get into our CPL, our commercial pilot's license, which would mean taking paying jobs, finally. It's a good thing I know a little bit about the gauges in this version of the 172. I'm finding it very surprising that they actually did throw me into the gauge one and not the G1000 one. And again, I can't really be too picky.
Mom, I wish I could see some places you love. Maybe we won't recognize anything.
But we're quite a bit further south from Sunshine Coast, Maroochydore. It's got to be like about 20 minutes-ish to the south. If I looked at maps and am remembering things correctly. Hopefully sometime soon we'll be able to do a flight over the city, even if it's a transport flight from... Oh Lord, what is going on? And I'm dropping quite dramatically too. Seems to be I may not have enough throttle to keep me up. Or it could be the winds. Actually no, it can't be the winds. I'm silly. You're pretty much set with very flyable weather in these early days. They want you to enjoy the career mode, not hate it, so why would they give you terrible winds?
Here? It's Bald Hills, right?
Yes, it is.
From this angle.
So I'll start dropping out some throttle. Since I know that we'll have to fly a lot slower. 87 knots. So it looks like we are circling around this farm, or whatever it is, over here on our nose left. Get the speed coming back a little more. And then come up slightly more. Unfortunately, we're not quite at 1,000 feet. There we go. So our sightseeing quality is probably going to suffer for that. It is what it is. Try not to turn more than 30 degrees. As we get a good view over there at the city as it passes in front of us.
You can see every detail.
Keep it going, just a little bit more.
All the cliches about everything being more beautiful from the air are true.
We'll soon have to make a turn right out of here. Give us some more throttle. Retract flaps. And let's head back to Redcliffe. Yeah, so Brisbane seems like a very beautiful swamp. There's lots of water around. And lots of like swampy bits. I've heard some stories, I don't know if they're true, of like alligators and stuff like that. Obviously wouldn't know, having not spent any extended period of time up north. Tune Redcliffe. The runway we are selecting for landing is runway 25 for a full stop.
Even the light seems different up here.
And we'll announce position here shortly. I do know that I'll kind of want to swing around. It's saying downwind 45-degree entry, so maybe I should honor that. Fly towards there. Instead of coming in at 90 degrees from across here, we'll just slide in from the way we're doing over here. And generally we'll want to stay at about 1,000 feet for the entry into pattern. Really cool up here. Actually, I don't know why I don't fly these 172s more often. I think it's because I don't really understand the Garmin systems. I've done a few planes where I've tried to learn them, and I kind of fake my way there. In the SimWorks Studios Pilatus PC12, you work with this Garmin setup.
When we took off, I thought there should have been a drum roll or something.
Why? Why would there be a drum roll? It's a plane. Alright, let's announce our position.
Yankee Romeo Echo Delta traffic. Cessna Victor Hotel Zulu Tango Tango. For miles south, 1000. Inbound to land, runway 25. Yankee Romeo Echo Delta traffic.
Okay, so it does appear that we're moving Charlie Victor
Back to the
Romeo
airport already, guys? So, Karen, you want to fly
did
again?
fix
Whenever you want to do
the
it again,
issue with
I'm
the
ready.
radio.
That was amazing. Thank you so much.
Which is awesome. I was really worried that would be a thing forever, essentially. So I'm glad I went through my settings and checked it out. I'm glad that we have the pins working as well. That all works. And you guys will have to let me know what you think of the video bitrate and everything as well. Look over here. Hell yeah. Great view of the runway there. Should have plenty of a runway to work with here. I'm pretty fast, so I'm going to start slowing down. Getting pretty even with final, however, I will fly slightly further because I'm a bit nervous about this landing with all the wingtips and stuff. I think it is something to do with how I'm using rudder on landing. Going back and reviewing the footage of the last episode, I noticed that the ball was not quite in line with where I needed it on the G1000 screen. Which reminds me that if you haven't seen any of the previous episodes, there will be a playlist with the whole lot in chronological order as we continue through these playthroughs. And as of recording, episode 1 is coming out tonight. I'm nervous. Very, very nervous. Surely everything will go okay though. I can't even see that final pin. I just know that it's around here somewhere. And that we are getting fairly close. There we go. Yeah, so we've gone out slightly too far. I guess now that we're getting closer, that's not really an issue. And now we start coming down. I don't want to increase my speed too much. But as we descend for landing, it's going to happen. Let's see if we can get this one here landing a lot better. I can see on the ball, I need to left rudder slightly more. Oh, that's looking so much better. All right, we'll drop out more throttle. Keep lightly pulling back on the stick. I think I see some pappies over there to the left, maybe? Are they pappies? No way. They're not. Okay, cool. All right, so we're coming in full visual. Laps 1. Come down. We'll pull out the throttle. We are right on the ball right now. We are looking good. Oh, that landing was terrible. If I actually cared...
A bit shaky, but I'm totally excited right now.
If I cared too much, I would have gone around there, and I forgot to announce that I was landing runway 25. So that's my own fault there. I'm going to be deducted some points there. So besides the bounce and floating up and down, the actual wing dip, which I was really worried about, was gone. So it's pretty much how I'm chasing the ball, following the ball, whatever. Right, we are clear of the runway. We'll stop at the hold short. I'll set the parking brakes momentarily. Turn off the strobe light. Turn off the landing lights. Turn on the taxi lights. We're now clear of the runway.
Yankee Romeo Echo Delta traffic. Cessna Victor Hotel, Zulu Tango Tango is clear of the runway. Yankee Romeo Echo Delta traffic.
Unless you're only supposed to use clear of the runway if you're doing touch and goes. Not really too sure. And we will announce taxi to parking.
Yankee Romeo Echo Delta traffic. Cessna Victor Hotel Zulu Tango Tango is taxiing to parking. Yankee Romeo Echo Delta traffic.
Get those revs back up. And taxi to parking. Yeah, it was a bit of a rough one on this one. I'm not excited to look at the landing smoothness. I'm going to say 40%. At best. I'm positive it will be much, much worse. And if everything has gone well, hopefully we will have a landing replay as well, which would be wicked. At this point here, I'm so glad that my first flight had much better landings than that. The only thing that was really wrong with my first flight was that my first aircraft that I was meant to fly in had a flat tire, and we had to wait for the next aircraft to come in and fly up with that one instead. I think that's a big bonus. Then got to fly in a Fokker 100, and then later on a Virgin 737-800. It was wicked fun. Had a great time on my first time flying. I wish I had taken more pictures to show you guys, but honestly, I was more focused on the journey itself and not being quite so nervous. Okay. Looks like they want us to come in this way. Try not to hit the glider. We shouldn't. Over here. And we come. Yep, slightly right. And brake. Thank you.
From a new perspective. Looks like they enjoyed it. That was a great flight seeing session. Cool.
And there we go. We will turn off the magnetos, turn off the avionics, and we will turn off the master. And we have parked. Here we go. So our our sight seeing quality was 67%. I don't understand why it dipped. I probably fluctuated from the chosen altitude a little bit. Flight smoothness was 100. Again, I wouldn't say it was 100. I was losing control of the aircraft at some stage as its wing dipped mid-air. And landing smoothness, I was kind of expecting 40. So 47, I'll take that. Although I feel like I deserved much, much less. It says that everything went perfectly during this flight, which is untrue. That landing, once again, something that I really need to work on, evidently. Let's go over our overview here. So we did get a tiny bit of reputation. Probably a bad reputation. And we leveled up to level 5. Which is awesome. We're skipping every even level right now.
You've built up enough flight hours to be eligible to take your CPL. If you pass your CPL, you can begin to get paid for successful missions.
So CPL, once again, commercial pilot's license. All we needed to do was 2 first flights and what was it? And have a PPL. Yeah, so at some stage we'll get into this. It'll probably be in the next video. And it could be its own video, or we could bundle it in with a short, I think it's transportation flight is the next specialization you can get. Ferry flight, there we go, CPL, and flight seeing. We need is our CPL there as well. Ooh. So yeah, we might actually end up just taking an aircraft from one place to the next, but that is the end of this video. If you have enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like and leave your thoughts down in the comments. You don't need to mention how bad the landing is. It's already ingrained in my mind and I'm going to beat myself up over that for the next hot second. But do take care of yourselves. There is only one of you. I will see you in the next video. Till then, take care everyone. Ciao.